Welcome to the Trippi Coaching Podcast. I'm Andrea Trippi, your weight loss and confidence coach. I've shed 100 pounds and maintained it effortlessly, not by counting every calorie or spending hours in the gym, but by transforming my mindset and adapting my journey to my lifestyle. And I'm here to guide you through doing the same. With me is who else but Tommy Else, personal trainer, former bodybuilder, pro wrestler. And together, we're committed to customizing a holistic wellness plan that molds around your lifestyle, not the other way around, helping you get your health back, build the body you want, and the confidence you truly deserve so weight loss is sustainable. Today, we're taking a deep dive into something you might not think much about, but it's key to your well-being: holistic hygiene. The episode breaks down the 6 key areas and how they significantly impact your health and your weight loss path.
The Trippi Coaching Podcast is sponsored by Hairborn Salon. This week, we take a look at Kay. You will not find another stylist more dedicated to the beauty industry than Kay. After starting his career in the late 70s, Kay has explored every avenue from aesthetics, barbering, education, and salon ownership. Kay takes a special place in Hairborn's heart after mentoring Dave and Christina during their cosmetology school years. After decades of experience, he joined the team in 2020, pledging to cut hair until he can't anymore. Kay's good vibes and expert hand will leave you feeling confident and happy with your new look. Visit hairbornsalon.com, book your appointment today, and tell them the Trippi Coaching Podcast sent you to receive 10% off your next service.
What's up, Tommy?
Hey, Andrea, how you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm good. It's a beautiful day. I got 20 miles in on my bike today for the first time this year, and it felt excellent. I'm like riding that endorphin wave right now. I always feel my best when I go on my bike rides, and so it's like the winters are very long for me because I am not one of those people who suits up and goes out in 20 degrees. I want to enjoy my ride and not survive it. But today it's like 72, and I got out on the prairie path, and it was excellent.
Yeah, I got here today to record the podcast, and first thing I did was look at Tommy, and I went, "You look amazing." He is really, his body is transforming, and keep up what you're doing because your body and your energy is really just flying.
Yeah, no, I'm feeling better. I'm doing a lot of changes in my personal life and my diet, my workouts, changing some stuff up, especially with spring coming up and everything. And I've got my personal goals like everybody else does, and as you get closer to them and you start feeling that momentum, it really feels good.
The ball starts rolling.
Yeah,
for
so
sure.
I'm feeling good. So
Well, with that, it brings us right into our topic today. So today we're going to talk about hygiene, but it's going to go beyond physical hygiene because I want to touch on mental hygiene, of course, the physical part of it, the nutritional hygiene, fitness hygiene, sleep, and spiritual hygiene, and how putting all of these together holistically makes you move that needle to the next version of you. So I'm going to start with the one I think is the most important, and that's mental hygiene. Because, your mind is the command center of everything that you do. Mental hygiene is about keeping our thoughts and emotions in check and cultivating a positive mindset so that we can transform our challenges into opportunities for growth. When I started on my weight loss journey, I had so many negative things I said about myself. I'm so fat. Look at my arms. I'm not gonna do this until I lose weight. There's just all this negative stuff that you hear. You are what you eat. Well, you are what you think too.
yeah, words matter.
Words really matter. So one of the ways that you can combat some of this negative chatter is just to start to be aware. Start to be aware and start writing down the things that you say on repeat, or maybe even sometimes autopilot, or even the thoughts that you say to yourself inside your head, not even outwardly. When you pay attention to those, you're going to look at it from a different point of view, jump back a little bit and look at what you're saying, and then you can choose different words to say.
One of the things that I've done is I have had clients over the years, and I have clients currently on the roster who do throw negative self-talk around pretty easily. And the one thing I've noticed is that I don't think they realize most of the time that they're even doing it. It's become a reflex and instinctual for them. So, if they have a hard time getting that last rep and they sit there and they're like, man, I suck, I'll call them out on it.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, no, you don't suck, because whatever you did, there's someone who can't do that who wishes they could. You don't, and when you say these things, you're reinforcing this negative self-image. And then if you're doing it without even thinking about it, that means that that's how you truly feel inside, and nobody should have to feel like that.
Nobody should have to feel like that. So a great practice that I have my clients do, because, you come here with weight loss and there's always negative thoughts that go along with it. Start keeping a gratitude journal. Start keeping a gratitude journal on 3 things every morning that you're grateful for. If one of them is waking up, then that's what you put down. If one of them is a good friend, that's what you put down. And along with that, keep 3 things daily that you like about yourself. You're kind. You have nice eyes. You help people. You're a people pleaser. Whatever that is that that is good about yourself. Now, sometimes people can't find something about themselves, and I feel really bad. But here's a trick. Go ask a friend. Ask a friend what they're going to say about you.
Yeah. More often than not, I'm sure you'll be surprised.
You'll be very surprised.
And it's not fishing for compliments.
No.
It's just getting a different perspective, and it's talking to the right person. Like, I could ask you, and feel comfortable asking you
right.
that, but there's some people that obviously I probably wouldn't bring that question to, but you'll be surprised at the things that people tell you.
And what you're going to be surprised about is that nobody mentions your weight.
Yeah.
They're never going to mention how you look or where you are with your weight or anything like that. I mean, they're always going to say something that you really don't even see in yourself.
Regardless of what your weight is, even, they're not going to say, if you ask, like, what's something that's, good about me, they're not going to say, well, you're really good looking, because
right.
that's not you.
That's not important.
Right.
Right. Great. So the next is physical hygiene, and that's more than just cleanliness. And Tommy, I'm going to let you lead in with this one.
So cleanliness is a big part of this, in the sense that it affects your health more than you might think. Not showering on a regular basis, not taking care of your oral health, have consequences and can affect your self-esteem as well. So with your oral health, your mouth contains billions of both good and bacteria, and they release toxins, and they have the potential to reach your brain in proximity to where it is to your brain, plus just the porous nature of your mouth. And this bad bacteria, if it gets into your bloodstream and up into your brain, can result in things like memory loss and brain cell death. It can cause you to have those foggy type of days where you're just not entirely there. And it's really as simple as just, keeping your mouth clean and, using mouthwash, things like that, just to kind of disinfect what's going on in there. It can also bring harmful bacteria into your gut, which disrupts the balance of the microbiome and potentially causes digestive problems like acid reflux, gum disease, tooth decay, all that sort of stuff. And that's just in your mouth. So you would avoid all of these things, dentist trips, possible surgeries, things like that, by just maintaining and taking care of. But the problem is that people let their schedules get in the way. Yeah. And some people just lack a certain motivation to do these things. Now, showering, of course, is another big one. When you sweat, you're sweating out toxins. It's one of the ways that your body is trying to expel toxins from your body. Now, it's going to come out onto your skin. If you don't take a shower once a day, then those toxins build up and they can cause blemishes, they can cause acne, they can cause rashes, they can cause hemorrhoids. It can all sorts of stuff. You can get an eye infection because you've got too much bacteria on your face. I mean, there's a lot of different things that can come from not washing your body. Dead skin cells will start to accumulate. You can get, again, serious infections. And the more you wait and the longer you go without doing it, the harder it's going to be to backpedal and get yourself out of there. Things like washing your hair. If you're not washing your hair, you're going to end up with dry, itchy scalp, because the sweat, again, comes out onto your scalp. And this is an easy one that gets away from you because you can't see it if you have hair, right? But if you were like to shave your head and you hadn't been washing your hair, you'll see that you've just got a lot of red spots on your head, and it's going to be rashy and itchy. It can slow your hair growth. It can affect the growth cycles of your hair. It creates odor. If you don't wash your hair, the oils accumulate on your scalp. Hairs can become ingrown. These are all just side effects of not washing your hair. Now, one of the upsides to taking showers is, first of all, who doesn't feel better after taking a shower? And one of the reasons is because a hot shower increases the blood flow to the cells and tissues in your body by widening blood vessels. And it stimulates your body's thermoregulation, which helps blood circulate from the core to the hands and feet. So just the mere act of being in that hot water is having a positive effect on your body, and then can boost your mood. And then all of this in combination with each other, when you put all these into action, is going to make you feel better about yourself. You're going to be more confident. You're going to you smell good from the soap and the shampoo that you had. You feel good because your blood's pumping. It's like when you get sick, one of the best things you can do is go take a shower. It just makes you feel better. Or people take hot baths. So, and this gets into, without getting into every little nook and cranny,
literally.
Yeah. Like underneath your nails, keeping that clean. And, because then you don't have dirt under your nails that might get towards your mouth. And now you get sick because of that. So just keeping your body overall clean is going to be good for you, not only physically, but mentally as well.
Yeah, and I'm going to approach this from the confidence point of view, and I'm going to really talk to my ladies out there. When you start on your path of wellness, or whatever path you're on, no matter where you are on there, I say this all the time, put yourself together. Leads from showering. Put on clothes that make you feel good right now, not the clothes that you wore yesterday when you were 10 pounds lighter. Don't do that to yourself. Get some clothes that make you feel good in the now. Put makeup on that makes you feel good in the now. Get your hair done. Hold your posture. Pull your belly button in. And I always say this, but take up the energy that you deserve. Because it's energetically, people feel it. You will be stronger on your path, and you'll be truer to yourself when you do that.
I'm pretty sure I mentioned this on a previous episode, but I had a friend once tell me that when you get up and you get your day going, even if you're not going to see anybody that day, and you're just going to be at home, or maybe you're just only running out to the store real quick or whatever, put yourself together as though you were going to see somebody. Get yourself dressed up. Everybody's entitled to have a day in their PJs and stuff. But just on a regular basis, though, make sure you brush your teeth, you've done your hair, whatever makes you feel good. But you'll feel better, even though nobody can see you. You can see you, and that matters to you. Your perception of yourself affects your own self-esteem.
My grandmother lived till be 99 years old. Yes, remember Nani, right?
I know her well.
She was a sexy woman, and here's why.
And she was a firecracker right up to the end.
Oh,
too.
Yeah.
You would never have known she was 99. And she
lied to everybody about her age. She had a husband 20 years younger than her. She was just so super
and
cool.
And she was very, very alive and very with it, very healthy.
And you know what she did? She got herself together every day. She had purple makeup, blue makeup, all this eyeshadow that she would put on. She'd make sure her hair was done. She wore...
I don't remember her ever not being done up. Yeah.
I could pop in at any moment and Nani looked put together.
Yeah.
And she said that it kept her weight down, because she always struggled with her weight too. She was a bigger woman. I think she was like a size 26, and she borrowed somebody's dress and it didn't fit her. And she looked to see what size it was. And that was like the beginning of her weight loss journey. And she just started eating healthy, and, you know, she maintained her figure, but she also puts herself together. So, hey, if you want to live to 99, put your makeup on, ladies. I really do stress that a lot. It just makes you feel good. And when you do run into somebody, you have confidence.
Right. You know, I mean, even if I'm at home, you know, I do have people who stop by, you know, pop in sometimes, and it's nice to know that they're not catching you off guard and you're in your boxers, you know, and, you know,
crusty face and all that stuff. So the third one is nutritional hygiene, and you are what you eat. So we got to give our body good fuel. That's where the nutritional hygiene comes in. So you have to choose foods that nourish you and that sustain you. We've talked about this a million times on other episodes. It's not about dieting, but it's about forming a healthy, balanced relationship with food.
Yeah. Your body is your vehicle, and it's only going to run as well as you take care of it. And the best thing you can do for your body is give it the vitamins and nutrients that it needs. Eating nutritiously is always going to serve you best. Try eating 3 cantaloupe, okay? It's going to be tough to get through, but some people can eat 2 bags of chips. The reason is because when you eat food, your body is anticipating nutrition coming. When it doesn't get it and it eats something like potato chips, you're still hungry, and now you're going to eat more.
You can't use any of those ingredients.
Because it didn't get anything. Right. So it maintains that hunger level. So the better you eat, not only will you eat less because you'll have fulfilled your body's needs, but you're going to reap the rewards of all the vitamins and nutrients in there that's going to make all of your organs work better, your brain work better, your eyesight better.
Yeah, absolutely. So just keep balancing those meals, and eat mindfully and eat slowly, and choose meals that, you know, if you're trying to balance your blood sugar, that balance your blood sugar. Forget about the weight. Choose meals that make you feel good. If they bloat your stomach, they're bloating the rest of your body. You just don't see it yet. So choose foods that make you feel good. It's not about depriving yourself at all. The fourth one, so we're halfway through. Fourth one is the fitness hygiene, and it's just keeping your body in tune. Listen, we don't care what you do. You need to move, whatever it is. If it's pickleball, if it's dancing, if it's weightlifting, if it's rollerblading, whatever it is, get out there and move. And you don't have to climb the mountain at first. Just put one step in front of the other, 1 foot in front of the other.
Yeah.
Take the first step.
Yeah. I mean, I have my days where I work out and I'm lifting for about an hour and a half in the gym. And then I have days where I go for a walk, you know, for an hour. And that's my workout, you know. Mm-hmm. And I base it on how I feel, you know. I mean, some days it's like, hey, the weather's great. I'm going to take advantage of it. You're going to feel good going for a walk and getting in the sun and breathing in the fresh air and everything. And then if it's a day where it's a rainy day or whatever, then I'm good with just hunkering down in the gym and putting in some time on the weights and everything, you know. But like you said, it's just a matter of doing something and staying consistent, you know, and not, you know, it's easy, you know, after a couple of days of not working out to start losing motivation. I don't know that I've ever myself regretted a workout in my life. I've never finished a workout and walked out of there and said, boy, I wish I hadn't done that, you know?
Exactly, right.
And the same with, and this has always been one of the funniest things to me is, you know, my clients, when I'm working with them, is, you know, they'll sit there for 45 minutes to an hour. I hate these. I hate doing wall sits. I hate doing this. You know, you're a pain in the ass and all this other stuff. And then at the end, every single time, thank you.
That was great.
They say, thank you so much. That was great. And then see you on Wednesday or whatever. You know, it's like, and I told them, I'm like, you can complain all you want during the workout. You just got to do it, because at the end, they're always happy that they did. They never regret it.
I mean, it boosts dopamine levels. It enhances your mood. It manages stress. It contributes to long-term health benefits. It's really a non-negotiable.
Yeah.
Yeah. The fifth one is sleep hygiene. And this is something I'm really starting to zone in on for me. You got to sleep. You got to get your 8 hours in. Your body will thank you. You will crave less sugar. You will crave less coffee. You'll have energy to do your fitness hygiene and your physical hygiene and all of that.
Well, and this does tie a little bit into the fitness part of it too, because the people I have found who have, say, like a hard time sleeping, people who suffer from restless leg syndrome, that can all be countered or at least somewhat alleviated if you are working out, because you got to drain your body so that you'll fall into a deeper sleep. And again, just being out in the sun, going for a walk and being out in the sun, you think about, if you're out at a parade, for 2 hours and out in the sun or something like that, by the end of the day, you're ready to conk out, right?
All that fresh air.
Right. And so you're going to get a deeper sleep, and your body makes all of its changes while you're sleeping. It makes most of its changes.
Yeah, it does.
And
Your skin, your muscles, everything.
Everything regenerates. It's all trying to get you ready for the next day. It's recharging your batteries. It's healing, muscle and organs. And sleep is absolutely invaluable. Rest in general is too. So, I know people that work out 7 days a week and stuff, and I do something every day, but I have what I call, like, for me, the walk is what I would call an active rest day. It's like I'm not like killing myself. I'm doing something, but it's still, for me, I'm just taking a leisurely walk. I'm not trying to do it in a certain amount of time. If I feel like sitting down on a park bench and just chilling for a little bit, I'll do that too. But at least you're up and you're out and you're doing something. Or you can just have a day off, and
that's okay too.
And it's not only okay, it's important too, because your body, if you just keep pushing it, then you're going to start creating stressors in your body, because your body can't keep up with what you're putting it through.
A lot of people have a hard time taking a day off.
No, they do. And once you get into a routine, you feel like if you don't work out, you don't feel like yourself. But when you go back the day after that, now you're 10 times more motivated.
Right. And when you do take those days off, if you have a problem with it, focus on something else. So you don't work out that day. Focus on your water intake. Focus on a protein with every meal. Focus on getting some fresh air. You'll be okay. You'll be just fine.
And you're still moving the needle forward, right? Because you're doing stuff that's all helping the cause.
All right. As we round out our discussion on holistic hygiene, I'd like to turn the focus to the soul and the essence of our being, spiritual hygiene, connecting with your inner self, finding peace and purpose in your action. It involves practices like meditation, prayer, whatever form of physical engagement that resonates with you. Maintaining spiritual hygiene helps us manage stress. I know it does for me. It helps you face life's challenges with a calmer demeanor, and it aligns our daily living with our deeper values. You have to create harmony within yourself and with your interactions in the world. I'd like to leave you guys with 2 phrases. Number 1, put yourself first. Put yourself first. If that, like you said,
you can't, it's like they say, you can't help anyone unless you help yourself
first.
Put
yourself first.
When you're on the airplane, you put your mask on before you help anyone else.
That's right. And then the second one is consistency over perfection. You don't have to be perfect.
Right.
You have to be consistent. That will make a big difference in whatever goal you're reaching for.
Right. Because if all you're shooting for is perfection, and if you don't achieve it, then it's going to completely derail you. Just you try your best every day. Just
one step, one thing.
Do the best you can, and you'll be surprised. Some days aren't going to go as well as you wanted them to. It's just going to happen. It happens to every single person on this planet. Nobody has a perfect day every day. And you wouldn't want to.
No, you wouldn't want to.
But when you stick with it on a consistent basis, you'll start seeing more good days coming than bad, and more positive achievements coming than failures.
So we've covered a lot today. The importance from keeping our mind clear to our bodies clean to fueling ourselves right, staying active, quality sleep, and finally nurturing our spiritual selves. Good hygiene practices can really improve your health and happiness. I want to thank you all for being here. And remember to keep up with your holistic hygiene to stay healthy. And if you're looking for any additional support, please message us on the Trippi Coaching Podcast Facebook page. There you will see links for Tommy, links for me. And I give you all one challenge here. I want you to take this episode and share it with a friend. Share it with a friend that you think may need a little bit of holistic hygiene in their life.
I have been, as always, who else but Tommy else?
We need a t-shirt like that for sure. And I am Andrea Trippi. And until the next time, here's to a healthier, more confident you.
The Trippi Coaching Podcast is produced and mixed by me. Who else but Tommy else? Theme song provided by Professor Click. Be sure and check him out at professorclick.com. All one word, KLIQ.com. The content provided in the Trippi Coaching Podcast is for informational purposes only and is not intended as a substitute for professional medical, health, wellness advice, diagnosis, or treatment. Always seek the advice of your physician or other qualified health provider with any questions you may have regarding a medical condition.